The glow cloud is back. What do you mean color re-education? Generic intro into that goes me. We're here back with another Night Vale video. Today we're doing the light in a Radon Canyon. Not sure what that has anything to do with Night Vale, but it's going to be something spooky and mysterious because every episode of Night Vale tends to have that vibe. You can check my reaction to episode 7, which was History Week. I'll leave it right up there. I'll also link down below in the description. And if I continue this series for a significant amount of time, there will be a playlist for you to binge watch through the entire series, going back to the very beginning in case you want to start all the way back to the beginning of my Night Vale journey. Thank you so much for the support you've shown in these videos. I'm still want this series to do better. I need it to do better. I do read all your comments, and the comments are so kind, and that's why I'm giving the show such a big, such a long chance, and hopefully it can pick up and get better and more views, because honestly, I don't think anybody's ever reacted to podcasts. As far as I've heard, people haven't reacted to podcasts. People really enjoy this show. It has a huge viewer base, so I'm not really sure I really want to continue, but I find it very intriguing, very interesting. I'm actually very curious as to the explanations for why Night Vale is the way it is and what makes it tick. So thank you so much for the people that come here, literally wait until the moment the video goes live. I really do appreciate that. The people that comment, I do read every single one of your comments. So a lot of people are shy and they don't want to say anything. Go ahead and leave a comment down below. I promise you I'm going to read it. I've read over 50,000 comments this year, so your comment is not going to be like a burden or anything. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hopefully you have a wonderful Christmas. This video should be going live on Boxing Day if you celebrate Boxing Day, even though I don't think that's really like a celebration thing. It's more like a bank holiday. But I hope you're having a wonderful day. Nonetheless, like I said, I do read all your comments. Shout out to the patrons because they get the videos there early and allow me to do series like this and try new things. $3 a month gets you all my reaction videos a day early. I did like 900 videos this year, and I do it all myself, and I read all your comments, whether you're a patron or not, whether you're subscribed or not. But I hope you are subscribed, and thank you to people that are sharing these videos and liking and commenting and all that wonderful stuff. I really do appreciate you. I really, really, really do. But let's go ahead and jump into 8, the light in Radon Canyon. All right.
Silence is golden. Words are vibrations.
Yes.
Thoughts are magic.
I don't know about that now.
Welcome to Night Vale.
Okay, a lot of crazy things going on the channel, by the way, and the Twitch. Lots of things going on. Genshin Impact's consuming my life. I got Navia, and it's, yeah, no, like, she has a shotgun umbrella. Like, what? And her, like, ultimate ability, whatever it's called, is artillery fire. But yeah, Undertale on Saturdays, Genshin on Fridays, Pokemon on Wednesdays, Dragon Ball Z Bridge of Caribbean on Saturdays, just so much stuff.
Next Saturday is the big lottery drawing, listeners. Right out in front of City Hall. And your community radio station has put together a few helpful tips for winning.
Also, the music,
the lottery
weather's
is,
probably going to
of
get
course,
muted.
mandatory. But how can you get the best odds for drawing a blank white paper and not one of the purple pieces that means you'll be ceremoniously disemboweled and eaten by the wolves at the Night Vale Petting Zoo and Makeshift Carnival?
Okay, they have wolves at the petting zoo.
I know to some
That's
of you young people, this lottery seems like a barbarous, outdated tradition. But if not for municipally planned citizen sacrifice each quarter, how else would we find satisfactory meats to feed those sad, scrawny animals? So,
the wild.
Here now are the 3 I's of playing the lottery.
Okay, what eyes? Rules? Eyes?
I1.
Oh.
Identify.
Identify
Learn
what?
to sense colors. Purple has a grittier emotional aura than
This
white.
is blue.
I2. Ignite. Set fire to your home.
I mean, we just figured out
Well, it's not
fusion,
true that wolves
nuclear
refuse
fusion.
to eat arsonists. It's a scientific fact that they're unable to detect the presence of one. I3. Imitate.
Pretty sure that's a
If you
car.
happen to draw a purple
BMW.
piece, impersonate someone who drew a white piece. You might be mistaken for a person who is colorblind. This, of course, will lead to months of painful color re-education at City
What do you
Hall.
mean color
But in most
re-education?
cultures, that's better than being eaten by wolves. Also, make sure to visit the Food Truck Festival, which will be downtown
Are
as
people
part
food?
of the lottery festivities. Popular truck treats include Korean barbecue,
Okay.
vegetarian chili,
Okay.
and veal ice cream.
Okay, you got a little bit
Carlos,
more
the
shrink-
station's
oh.
favorite scientist,
Uh-huh.
no offense to Dr. Dubinsky in the Night Vale Community College Chemistry Department,
He got none on Carlos.
dropped by our broadcast location earlier this
How
morning
dare
for
he.
a little chat.
Or Carlos did, my bad.
Sadly, dinner or weekend plans were not among the topics. However, Carlos did request that we ask listeners for anyone who saw a series of bright, colorful flickers coming from Radon Canyon this past weekend.
Radon... I
These
feel like radon
flickers
is a
would have
gas.
also been accompanied by unintelligible
noble gas?
noises, possibly some form of coded communication or signal jamming technique. Carlos suggested that there could be some
Science.
very sinister forces at work here.
Probably is.
He declined to be interviewed live, claiming
Obviously.
only that he was scared for us. Scared for all of us in our strange town. Then he drove away quickly in his economical but attractively sporty hybrid coupe.
Hybrid
If
coupe?
anyone
Wait,
out there
why?
knows anything about these otherworldly lights and
SF90
sounds,
is a hybrid coupe.
please contact us immediately. Night Vale School Superintendent Nick Ford announced today that the glow cloud has joined the school board.
The glow cloud?
The glow cloud passed over the entirety of Night Vale several
Comments.
weeks
I can
ago,
already read them now.
dropping small and large animal carcasses, controlling our thoughts and tertiary muscle groups, and erasing every last recording device. We're still unsure the glow cloud even existed, as no one remembers it, nor has any digital record of it.
Yeah, it existed.
If not for a few intrepid citizens who used old-fashioned pens and pencils to record the event in their diaries,
Why?
we would have no remaining knowledge of that day.
Who keeps a diary still?
I, of course, can only thank those journal writers anonymously here on the air, as the Night Vale City Council long ago banned writing utensils, along with margarita glasses and barcode scanners. And I don't want to get my fellow reporters in any trouble with the sheriff's secret police.
Yeah, no, that would be bad.
According to Superintendent Ford,
12:39
the
a.m.
Cloud's visit on that nearly forgotten day was simply an effort to find a nice neighborhood with good schools to raise a child.
Hey, there you go. Location,
now, what
location,
kind of
location.
Progeny, a powerful, formless cloud of noxious nightmares and spiritual destruction might
Why was it
produce,
dropping carcasses, though?
I dare not even speculate. But I do know one thing. That little cloud is going to get one heck of an education in the Night Vale School District. And isn't it heartening to hear that that little puff of despair's father or mother will serve on the school board? I mean, no matter how good the school, a student can only get out as much as the parents put in. We should all take such an impactful role in our children's scholastic lives. Especially you, Steve Carlsberg. You don't do anything except bring unacceptably dry scones to PTA meetings and take grammatically disastrous minutes on your shifts as meeting secretary.
They explain it later.
Get it together, Steve.
Okay.
Superintendent Ford offered the following statement of support for the newest school board member.
Oh, but that actually happened.
All hail. Kneel for the glow cloud.
The glow cloud is
Sacrifice, pestilence, sores. All hail the glow cloud.
I can read the comments already. I can read them.
And now, traffic. This morning,
no traffic.
I saw a running man. He passed by my home, panting, limping,
not limping,
running desperate.
Oh, that's...
I tried to stop him,
he wasn't
but he
running
would
for
not meet my
fitness.
eye. This noontime, I saw a running man.
Okay.
He was coming down from the mountain holding a bag.
His
knees were bloody.
Oh.
And face covered in tears.
Okay.
This evening, I saw a running man.
What's with these people stop running? Where are they running from?
Leaving town, legs pumping like a terrified heart. I think he was missing a hand.
Yeah.
Is it
Did he win the lottery?
that he wouldn't meet my eye? Or that he had no eyes? Now I wish I could remember.
Did he run into stuff? Is that why he doesn't have
There are
eyes?
many
Like,
things
that's why he's
I
covered in
wish
blood? Because
I
he
could
had no eyes when he
remember.
ran into stuff?
This has been Traffic.
If that's your traffic report, I guess you can't complain too much. Dude, I was driving today. Today is was December 23rd. Was today.
New billboards have appeared all over town, bearing the image of a turkey sandwich and the single word harlot in large block letters. These billboards have caused some confusion.
I made a thumbnail today that
both due
Snorlax
to
and
their
just said
ambiguous
big.
message and to the fact that the entire structure of the billboards materialized overnight.
Oh.
In places billboards are not usually
Are they
constructed.
up for code?
Such as
like up to code?
the living rooms of local homes.
Okay, well that's
The middle of busy thoroughfares,
Sure.
causing multiple car accidents.
But why wasn't
and,
that in the
in one case,
traffic report?
directly through a living dog
Oh no!
who has not appeared harmed by the
Okay.
addition to his body and has carried the entire billboard around town while going about his usual canine business.
Yo, that dog.
The Department of Health and Human
What's
Services
the dog doing?
recently claimed responsibility for the billboards,
Take it to the dog park.
saying that they were part of a campaign to promote nutrition and healthy living among children. The original draft of the release also mentioned something about an offering to a long-dead god, but this was altered
Pardon?
to fun, active lifestyles are important for kids of all ages
Okay.
in a subsequent addendum. We're receiving several phone calls from listeners and from the Parks Department that those flickering lights and unintelligible noises we reported on earlier were coming from the Pink Floyd Multimedia Laser Spectacular.
Is that a tour they went on?
I contacted Carlos about this, and he said that the situation is even worse than he imagined.
What?
He, again, did not mention weekend plans. A sports scandal has shook our quiet little town. The
What
Night
is it?
Vale Scorpions have faced multiple allegations
Against-
of possible game tampering this
Oh.
football season.
Okay.
Representatives for the Desert Bluffs School District,
Those guys.
speaking in unpleasant and high-pitched
I've referenced them in-
voices
what was it, a
indicative
Konosuba
of
video?
weakness of will and character, complained to the Regional Football and Traffic Code Authority that Night Vale quarterback Michael Sandero's recently grown second head counts as a 12th man on the field.
Okay, no it doesn't.
Thus,
No, it doesn't.
invalidating the
I think it would
wins
count by
brought
the
on
legs.
by his also recently acquired superhuman agility and strength.
Okay, well,
The RFTCA said that they would
That's
look
an-
into
that's an
these allegations with the utmost seriousness, along with their concurrent investigation into whether Night Vale's invisible crosswalk policy is actually a desperate bid to save town funds at the cost of pedestrian lives.
sure.
Meanwhile, the school board is due to announce its decision in their ongoing hearings as to whether appealing to angels for a win constitutes
for a
illegal
win.
game
Oh, yeah,
tampering.
you can't have angels,
Several
yeah.
angels agreed to testify at the hearings.
Why?
However, their testimonials were cut short when it became apparent that the hearings were actually elaborate traps
For the
set
angels?
up by the city council to finally capture the angels,
Oh.
whom the council does not recognize as actually existing.
Wait.
Fortunately, the angels easily escaped from their cages in a blaze of
You tried to
heavenly
catch an
light,
angel in a
presumably
cage?
returning to old woman Josie's house,
Most likely.
out near the car lot, which has become something of an informal shelter for local angels. When
Okay,
asked
they're like
about the
cats.
controversy over his team's winning record, coach Nazar Al-Mujahid
That's
said,
the name.
"Our boys are good boys. They're good boys at football.
Sure.
We win 'em with the boys. The football."
I'm with my
Then he
boys.
smiled vacantly, waved at no one, and wandered off in the direction of the woods. More on this story
Doing great.
as it develops.
You're doing great, buddy. And now, the weather.
Now, a word from our sponsor.
Oh, God, I love the sponsors.
Step into your nearest Subway restaurant today.
Okay.
And
I've only ever
try
had
their
one thing
new
from Subway.
6-inch mashed potato sub.
I've had mashed potatoes 3
Top
times
it
in my
with
life.
a delicious assortment of fresh vegetables, like French fries and Nutella.
I've never had
They'll
Nutella.
even toast or poach it for you. There are several Subway locations in Night Vale.
Why?
All easily accessible through witchcraft and chanting.
Oh, okay, normal.
And between now
We have
and
that here.
November 30th, buy 9
missed it.
reverse colonics and get a
What is
free
a colonic?
40-ounce soda or freshly baked tobacco cookie. Subway. Devour your own empty heart. Exciting news about the abandoned mine shaft outside of town, where people who vote incorrectly are taken by the secret police.
Oh, we're in Russia.
HBO On Demand will be made available to prisoners during their indefinite detention.
Indefinite.
All your favorite shows, such as The Wire, Sex and the City,
Haven't seen any of them.
and even new hits like Game of Thrones,
I've seen that one.
will be available in every cell.
Okay, that's good.
Additionally, the secret police announced they will be randomly executing 1 prisoner a day.
Why?
Until all incorrect votes
Skulls for the Skull
are
Throne,
corrected.
blood for the Blood God. Okay. Is this the weather?
This just in.
No, okay, we just
We're
getting
receiving
serious.
word from the city council that there was absolutely not a Pink Floyd multimedia laser spectacular this weekend
Okay.
at Radon Canyon.
Then
That
what
there
was it?
never was a Pink Floyd multimedia laser spectacular ever near Night Vale.
But
Pink
just
Floyd
not near Night
is
Vale?
not even a thing.
What do you
said the
mean?
council in a
Wait,
very
I'm sorry.
stern
How did- wait.
but quiet statement.
Then how do people
just
know about Pink
received
Floyd?
By me here via phone.
Uh-huh.
The council, and this is strange.
What about them?
The entire council. Not just a representative of
But the
council.
entire council.
The entire council issued this statement, all speaking in unison just
At the same
now,
time?
over the phone.
That's creepy.
That Night Vale citizens are prohibited from discussing any lights or sounds coming from Radon Canyon this past weekend.
Oh, well, that's not very nice.
And that they
Why
should
would they do
just
that?
stop remembering Pink Floyd shows altogether.
Okay.
The council reiterated that there is no way that they are huge Floyd fans privately using public funds on a laser-powered seance to
Wait,
talk
what?
hard rock and classic
Wait,
jams.
so
with
the council
ghost
had a
of original
concert for
frontman
themselves?
Sid Barrett. And that Sid wouldn't even say anything juicy anyway because he is such a gentleman and an artist.
Sure.
This did not happen at all.
Yeah.
So, listeners, we urge you to look away from Radon Canyon. Avert your eyes, ears, and memories from that which is no longer allowed you. Comfort and distract yourselves with dense food and television programming. As the old adage goes, a life of pain is the pain of life, and you can never
I mean,
escape
it's
it.
all the same.
Only hope it hides, unknown, in a drawer like a poisonous spider and never comes out again, even though it probably will in unexpected and horrific fashion,
I can't-
scaring you from being able to comfortably conduct
People that are afraid of
even
spiders.
the most mundane quotidian tasks. Or, at least, that's how my grandparents always phrased it.
I just saw my
And
grandparents
now-
today. The weather.
The weather.
It's probably gonna be muted. I'm sorry. It's just what happens. Like, I'm so sorry. I had a whole conniption because I uploaded. I was like, oh cool, the weather wasn't copyright blocked, and then it got copyright blocked at like 6 a.m. when I'm already in bed. I'm like, ugh, and it got to the patrons late. So it was just absolute catastrophe. A lot of people play a little game where they try to guess what the song is based off my reaction, even though it's silent. You know. Because I know some of you probably have the song, like, you know the songs. Especially these beginning ones, maybe. There's no words been said. It's literally just been a guitar, I think a tambourine, When the clock strikes 12? Scared to ask what? Oh, that's not good. It's an interesting song. I'm still not sure if that water tower has 3 legs or 4 legs. And there's 4 legs in the middle is just like a connecting pipe. I guess it would have 4 legs in the middle thing would be a connection because then it wouldn't be a water tower. What would be connecting it? We're talking about cancer. That's golden roll. Okay. This is okay. This is something. I'm pretty sure it's definitely a tambourine. Okay. I don't even the song. I'm trying to like at least it's not in Dutch, you know? There's always that. I mean, the Dutch song was kind of slapped, but it was really loud, and I wasn't sure if they were speaking English or Dutch because I'm pretty sure they did say some English words from time to time. Okay. Talk about a king. It's 12:55 a.m. I have 2 more videos to do. Or the Genshin videos, so they're short. Oh. It's been a day. It's been a day. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Or technically now is Christmas Eve. How was your Christmas? Let me know. That's... I definitely want to say it's a tambourine. I want to say it is. I don't know anything about instruments. And that's a violin?
Teddy Williams, over at the Desert Flower Bowling Alley and Arcade Fun Complex, has an update on the doorway into that vast underground city he found in the pin retrieval area of Lane 5.
Oh yeah,
He says that every window of the city is now glowing both day and night.
That's normal.
And he heard the shouts and footsteps of what sounded like an army marching upwards toward the world.
Oh, seal it. Drop the building on it.
He also said that, given that nothing really matters now, bowling is half off, and each game comes with a free basket of wings.
Oh.
Nothing like those desert flower wings.
Desert flower wings?
Let me leave you with this, dear listeners. We lead frantic lives.
Do we?
Filled with needs and responsibilities, but completely devoid of any actual purpose. I say, let's try to enjoy the simple things. Life should be like a basket of chicken wings.
Okay, we're complaining wings. Salty.
Full of fat and vinegar, and surrounded by
careful about saying that word.
Never actually eat. Even when you're greedily sopping up the last viscous streaks of buffalo sauce from
when's the last time I had
with
wings?
your spit-stained index finger.
Gave up
Yes,
fried food.
That is as life should be.
As crazy as that sounds, I kind of don't eat fried food anymore. I haven't had pizza since 2016, haven't had soda since 2014.
The Night Vale Symphony Orchestra performing Eugene O'Neill's classic play, The Iceman Cometh.
I don't know. I've heard Eugene O'Neill because of
listeners.
Whiplash. Great movie.
Night.
Good night to you too, as it is 12:57 a.m. Like, not kidding. As you cannot see that at all.
Welcome to Night Vale is a production of Commonplace Books. It is written by Joseph Fink
and people sharing this on
Jeffrey
Twitter,
Kramer,
shout out to you, Reddit, all that stuff, Tumblr.
Is Cecil Baldwin. Original music by
like,
Disparition.
I do read every single
all
comment.
All of it can be downloaded
really
for free at disparition.info. This episode's weather was This Too Shall Pass by Danny Schmidt. Find out more at DannySchmidt.com.
Yeah, every time I hear Schmidt, I think of SAO Bridge.
In the weather section? Want to contribute your talents to the show? Just want to say hi?
Hi.
Email us at nightvale@commonplacebooks.com. Check out commonplacebooks.com for more information on this show, as well as our books on the unused story ideas of H.P.
He is holding a knife.
What it means to be a grown-up. Today's proverb: we are living in an immaterial world, a ghost world, and I am an immaterial girl, a ghost.
Oh, was that supposed to be like a parody of Material Girl? Oh, that's funny. My dog's or my friend's dog, I don't have a dog, my friend's dog is the Material Girl bunny. She's so cute. She's a cocker spaniel, and she like is obsessed with money. If you have like dollar bills or something, she will literally run and like grab them out of your hands and then just like play with them. She did it ever since she was a tiny baby. She's been obsessed with money, so we call her the Material Girl, and it's the most adorable thing ever, especially when ones, a lot of ones that I had, that was an interesting housewarming party when she moved. She has a pole in her living room that was just kind of like the fun of the event, and I was like, I'm gonna bring some ones, and I do that, and the dog is going crazy for the ones, which is just absolutely hilarious. That's a little fun story about me. My life is a lot of making videos and reading comments and making thumbnails and stuff like that. But when I do get out, oh man, it's crazy stories. I really wonder how I need to get better at storytelling, because I feel like I could really tell some pretty crazy stories and on like a podcast or something like that. But I know everybody thinks that their stories are interesting. Everybody says they want to have a podcast. But no, podcasts are... everyone starts a podcast. It's very hard to make a good podcast that people enjoy. But I have some pretty crazy stories, and I just need to get better at telling them. But I really hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you have an amazing Boxing Day. I hope you had an amazing Christmas. You could tell me about it. I look forward to reading about that. Like I said, you can always share these with your friends and community and anything like that. But if you don't have any of that, liking and commenting, tell me about, your Christmas or whatever is appreciated, and like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you also enjoyed it, and maybe check out some other videos on my channel. I upload a lot of videos. I do it all myself, so I hope I can make your day just a tiny little better. But until next one, take care, and cue the music.
We were